Hi, and welcome to the American Diversity Report podcasts, where we interview movers and shakers and diverse innovators. My name is Deborah Levine. I am the editor-in-chief of the American Diversity Report. And with me today is Lily Sanchez. She is the communications coordinator for Paz Chattanooga. Welcome, Lily. Tell us a little.
I'm glad to be here.
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you came to be here.
So I am a first-generation immigrant. My parents and my siblings came over right before I was born to the United States. So I've been here and back and forth between the United States and the Dominican Republic since I was born. I've spent most of my time in Chattanooga. So I call Chattanooga home, consider myself a native, but also a native of the Dominican Republic.
And I understand that you are a graduate of the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. Is that right?
Yes, I am. I'm a Chattanooga mock.
And I understand while you were there that you founded the Spanish language version of the campus newspaper.
Yes, I helped found it, and then I ran it for about 2 years while I was in the communication program there.
Excellent. And now that you are working with La Paz, you are working for the Hispanics community here in Chattanooga. And I'm looking forward to hearing what that's like in this current political environment.
Yes, that is we have an interesting sort of existence in the community, I think. We definitely, because we are a 501c3 organization, we don't typically lobby or, run political leanings one way or the other, but my personal opinion is that we are political by existence because of the community that we serve and that we interact with. We do serve a few undocumented clients, but we do also just encourage everyone to be educated on immigrants and on the immigration system in the United States and how it needs to be reformed, really, because as of right now, it isn't very accessible or it's not an easy process, and it's very cumbersome and convoluted for a lot of people to understand.
And the services that you offer are, I'm sure, very much needed in terms of connecting people to immigration services. But I understand you offer other services in the community also. Yes.
Yes. Now, while a big part of what we do is being that sort of gate, the bridge and connection to different services that our community might need, we also try to just provide a holistic approach to helping them thrive in their new community. We work with not only the lower income level of Latinx people in the area, but we work with the middle class professionals as well. We try to bridge the divide between the English speaking market and the Spanish speaking market, and sort of help establish a platform for these professionals to have a voice in the community.
Excellent, excellent. And how many Hispanics are in Chattanooga?
Now, as of the most recent census, we have about 15 to 20% of Chattanooga is Latinx. That is estimated to rise to 30% by 2020. So we're encouraged by the fact that Chattanooga is so appealing to this population that they see that it is a safe and welcoming and diverse community to be a part of.
And do they come from many different countries?
Yes, we have over 22 countries in Latin America represented in Chattanooga.
Really?
But, mhm, but the majority of them do come from Central America, especially Guatemala. There's a big Guatemalan community in Chattanooga.
Excellent to hear. And I understand that your mission is in part to work with the whole community and help coordinate and collaborate together.
Yes.
Yes?
Our mission is to just see Chattanooga be an inclusive and diverse and thriving city that realizes the value of the Latinx community.
And how do you see Chattanooga embracing that diversity?
I think that they have done a good job as of now. They certainly could be better. Any place could be better. We have a long way to go in terms of allowing minorities and immigrants to have positions of power and stronger voices to bring to the table, and platforms that really allow diversity to be the forefront of people's minds when they're thinking about how to better the community.
Mm-hmm. And what would you do personally if you had a larger voice, more visibility?
I would do just that. I would make sure that the Latinx community, who are influential in their own right, become influential in the entire Chattanooga community. I think that Chattanooga is best when we consider how diverse our population is, and how the different backgrounds and different upbringings and different traditions can make for a very interesting and rich city to live in.
Well, I do think myself that diversity is an asset, having worked in this field for many, many years. And I've always been impressed that the Hispanics community is quite diverse in itself and
Yes.
has much to offer from very different sectors. What kinds of businesses and careers and services come out of your community?
Oh, all different kinds.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we we are doctors, we are lawyers, we are laborers, we're marketing professionals, we're writers, artists. We're just like Americans, and most of us consider ourselves American. So we're no different than anybody who comes from a different part of the world. But the only difference is the way we've perceived the world, the way we've experienced it. But I think that's what makes it so beautiful, is that all of the people who make up Chattanooga can sort of come to the same table and share their different experiences, and together we can learn from each other, and our minds can grow and our hearts can grow. And with that diversity and with the knowledge that we gain, we can make wiser decisions on how to better treat people and better to treat the spaces around us.
Do you have public events where the whole community is invited to come and share with you?
Oh, definitely. We have 2 fundraisers each year, both open to the public. Our first event of the year is typically in May. It is a sangria party. It's a more casual, fun event, usually held at the Hunter Museum. And we celebrate Latino culture and Hispanic culture, and just the vibrancy that the people that make up the Latino community in Chattanooga bring to our city. And yes, tickets are available for individual purchase, or you can buy tables. It's a lot of fun. It's a very popular event. And our second event of the year is a more formal event. It is the Latino Leadership Awards. And what we do, this is very interesting. We we take different members of the community who are Latino, who have been nominated by other members of the community to be honored and represented because of the way that they have impacted their own communities throughout that year. So we're just, we highlight the impact that they've made and the positive influence that they have in their community.
That's a wonderful idea. How long have you been doing that?
This year will be our 9th year, I believe.
9th year. That's wonderful. Right? And what happens when these people get awards? You do a lot of promotion and publicity around this to the rest of the community, so we know about
Yes.
it? Oh, great.
So we try to, do a lot of fanfare and really highlight these individuals and bring them to light so that other people in the community know that they exist. And what's interesting as a result is they usually become more involved with La Paz and more connected to their people and their community. So it's a really interesting way to connect people who may be Latino but may not know about La Paz or how they can be a part of that puzzle.
Great. Can you give us an example or two of some of your leadership award winners?
Sure thing. So one of my favorites is Daniela Peterson. She used to work at Chattanooga Neighborhood Enterprise. She is a native of Chile, and Daniela, she had volunteered with La Paz a little bit in the past, but a couple of years ago she was nominated as an honoree and chosen, and then she won the award for Chattanooga's Choice, which is a citywide nomination that you get voted in, and you're basically chosen by the city as your favorite Latino leader of that year. And since then, she's gone on to do a lot of projects in the community, specifically focusing on Latino areas and neighborhoods, and now she is one of our board members.
Excellent, excellent.
So she's really moving and shaking.
And being an innovator.
Yes.
When you look at the future of your community here in Chattanooga, and I know that it will increase in numbers, what do you think will be their biggest contribution as they grow in numbers?
Well, I think right now the rest of the community knows that we're here, and they know that there's quite a large percentage of Latinos here, but we really don't have a lot of influence. We're visible. They know that we're here, but whether we're being asked to be a part of major decision making, that can be questioned. So I see in the future us being called on to be really vital in important decisions that the city makes or different communities make.
Well, excellent, and I'm hoping that some of you may decide to run for office in town.
Oh, that's a dream. A very attainable dream, yes. I hope that happens as well.
Wonderful. Is there anything else you'd like to share about your community, about your work that we haven't covered yet?
All I would say is that La Paz, our work is ever evolving. We try to listen to the community a lot and their needs. So we're always trying to make sure that their voices are heard, because we try to be their voice when they can't be. And if anybody is ever curious or confused or interested in a certain topic about our community, specifically in Chattanooga, they can always walk in our doors. Our doors are always open to anybody from any walk of life.
And you have a website, yes?
Yes, we do. It is lapazchattanooga.org. That's LAPAZ Chattanooga.org.
Excellent. And are you by any chance connected, even if informally, with other organizations in the state that work with the Hispanics community?
Oh, definitely. We have a mutual support system with the rest of the organizations in Tennessee that support the Latino community. There's Nashville, we have Conexión Américas. There's Centro Hispano in Knoxville. And there's also an organization in Memphis that we collaborate with a lot.
Wonderful.
So Chattanooga is just one of many cities that have organizations that support our community.
And how long have you been with La Paz yourself?
I'm quite young, so I've only been here for a little over a year, but I had been volunteering with them before I started working here.
Well, they're very fortunate to have you, and it's been wonderful speaking with you. I look forward to seeing how La Paz develops and makes its way into the more visible and powerful position that will benefit all of the community.
Well, thank you. That's our hope.
Indeed. Well, thank you so much, Lily. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. And thank you, audience, for tuning in once again to the American Diversity Report podcasts. We'll see you again soon as we present more movers and shakers and diverse innovators. Thank you so much.